YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Peptalk, where we talk about topics to elevate your spiritual, intellectual, and physical growth by spreading knowledge, love, and positivity on the regular. Guys, let's jump into today's topic. We are going to talk about how indecision creates poor decisions. Let's break that down together, shall we? Indecisions creates poor decisions. Now, what does that really mean? Because indecision refers to someone or a group that is incapable of making decisions. So how could that cause poor decisions? Let me explain to you why. Is that when you hesitate on making a decision or doing something, what that does is that it plants a seed in your mind. It plants a seed of doubt. It plants a seed of insecurity. And it simply just plants a seed that whatever decision that you make is not going to be the correct one. When in reality, what you should just be doing is just jumping into whatever decision and whatever thing you want to do, whatever goal you want to achieve. So when you create that doubt, what does doubt do? What does stress do? It clouds your judgment. It clouds your ability to think logically, to think rationally. And then how does indecision create poor decisions in the future? Is that when you hesitate on one decision and then in the future you have to make another one, you start to overthink the situation, because what does your mind do is that it thinks in the past. It thinks, what decisions have I made in the past that haven't necessarily gone right for me? And then what happens is that you get to the point where you start to overthink more and more and more, and then the seed that you planted in your mind initially just keeps growing and growing and growing, ultimately getting to this point where you're literally stuck in a bubble in your head with no way of getting out, because you don't trust your own judgment. You don't trust your own judgment to make decisions to change your life. Because at the first stage, when making decisions, you already planted that seed thinking that what I'm going to do is not good enough. Who I am is not good enough. Clouds your judgment, and then ultimately it's a domino effect moving forward. This is why I have to tell you guys that just go for it. Because at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. Whatever you want to go for, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to do, you're going to get some right and you're going to get some wrong. Okay? What happens when you get it right? You feel fulfilled, you feel happy with your decision, and it elevates your confidence and it elevates your own sense of judgment. What happens when you get it wrong, though? Now, a lot of people are scared of getting things wrong. A lot of people are scared of making the wrong decision. A lot of people are scared of making the wrong judgment. So what does that do? People that are scared, it clouds their judgment and then they don't make decisions. But what if you do get it wrong? It doesn't really matter, does it? Because at the end of the day, what happens when you get something wrong in life? You learn from that mistake. Okay, this is really straightforward, and a lot of my videos are very straightforward with topics, but the reason why I do this is that it's a reminder, it's a pep talk to remind you to keep your head in the game and to believe that everything's going to be okay. So if you make an incorrect decision, you analyze what happened and you learn from it. And so the next time you make a decision, you're better equipped to move forward to ensure you're making the correct judgment. But you can't make that judgment without just jumping into decisions in the first place. I've tried many things in my life. I've tried many situations. I've tried many possible careers and interests and hobbies. I didn't get all of them right. But the more that I tried doing, the more that it made me realize what I was supposed to do. Business is a fantastic example. You launch a product, you launch a concept, and you try lots of different things. Nothing pays off. You try lots of different marketing. You're not getting any sales. And then you keep going. You're essentially narrowing down the scope. And then what you're doing whilst you're narrowing down the scope is that you're learning from the previous decisions that you've been making. So in business, let's say you tried something like Facebook ads and you realized that it wasn't working for you. And then you tried something like Google ads, still not working for you. So you keep narrowing down. You hit that point where you try Instagram Reels and bam, sales. See what I'm saying? That is how it works. If you get to the point where you're constantly doubting yourself, it's because of indecision, and it's because of the previous experiences that you've had with indecision. The best thing that you can do in life is just jump in head first, because in reality, we only really live once, as far as we know, and why live in regret when you could just jump into it and see what happens? People are scared of getting hurt, and I totally understand. I've been scared of getting hurt in the past too. It's very common for human beings to fear the uncomfortable, but by fearing the uncomfortable, it plants the seed that I was talking about before. Because if you fear the uncomfortable, that also breeds indecision, because you don't want to make that decision that may breed uncomfortable situations, but uncomfortable situations bring growth. You see how everything is linked? You really need to make sure that if you, for example, you want to go travel and no one else can go with you, and you're doubtful and you're worried about, where to travel, of what to do, just go for it. Just go for it, because what's the worst thing that's going to happen? It's a disaster and you can fly back home. You learn for the situation for the next time you do something. You put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and you always come out the other end, guys. I can't stress that enough as well. You will come out the other end. It may not be instant. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. May not be the next month. But you will come out of it a better person and a better individual. When you're making decisions in life, just go for it. I'm not saying just go for it blindly, but analyze. Analyze a little bit. What are the pros and cons of this situation? What am I going to possibly get out of this situation? What is possibly going to be a detriment in this situation? But at the end of the day, think about it, but don't overthink it either. It's a very fine balance, but we're here in life. I'm just going to let this plane pass. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. But we're here in life to make mistakes. We're here in life to become better humans. We're here in life to grow. We're here in life to elevate. You will not grow by not making decisions. You will not grow by hesitating. You will only grow by throwing yourselves in the deep end. And the more that you throw yourselves in the deep end, the more that in the future, when you do, you want to make a decisive action, you feel more at peace with it, because you know that you've been through the hard yards. That's all I had time for today, guys. It was a very quick video. Because here at Pep Talk, we don't want to overcomplicate things. We want to keep things simple. And we want people to maximize their life and achieve their goals through the essence of simplicity and the essence of being the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching my video today, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. It is very much appreciated if you can support, and we can create a community together where we can all learn from each other's mistakes and rise above negativity and stressful situations. Thanks for watching my video today, guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day.